Okay, gents, how you doing? Hope you're well. I hope that you had a good Easter break. I just put together a short video just so that you know what you're going to be doing over the next few weeks in relation to your Year 12, Year 13 project. I'm sure you know that when you come back into the summer term, you're going to be working on your final product and the final project that sees you all the way through till Easter. And what exactly does that involve? Well, for this term, it involves a scheme of work which I've produced, which we can just flip to, and you can find on Teams. There we go. It's an A-level project which is largely focused on the theme of outdoor living. And if you read the spiel on the left-hand side, it's just an introduction into what we sort of expect from you. That is a quick brief introduction to the project, but also the fact that you need to create a PowerPoint, you need to share it with us and make sure it's the right size. So when you come to print the PowerPoint, we don't get lots of white space. On the right-hand side there, you get the A-level project scheme of work, and that details 10 weeks worth of work and what you need to complete each week. I think also in the body on the left-hand side, it tells you that your work needs to be up to date by 4 o'clock of the Friday of that week. So in week 1 or week 2, for example, your work needs to be finished by the Friday at 4 o'clock. So what else can I show you? In addition to this document which I've produced, I've also produced a composite document of different pages from different folders, and this takes you through the research section that you'll be producing. You can see we begin with a mind map, and then we look at the client, go through to the mood board. We've got a user group questionnaire. On the left-hand side, we've got a bit of task analysis. On the right-hand side, we've got some materials research. We've got a site study. We've got some size data. We've got product analysis. And we've got some concept sketches, I should say, and finishing off with our design brief and specification, 2 different specs there to have a look at. So this is the work that I'm looking for you to complete. But what do you need to do this week? Right, the idea this week is that you come up with 3 different ideas. What I'd like you to do is think about the living and think about things which could be associated with it. For example, that could be things that you might use when you go camping. It might be something you need for the garden. It might be something your gran needs when she is going out into the garden to pot her plants. It might be a dad wants a new barbecue because the one that he's using at the moment isn't fit for purpose. So there's many different things that it could be. Think about not just the problem, but also think, of course, about the client. What I don't want you to do is design a product for yourself. I want you to find somebody who's got a problem, and then I want you to design a solution to their problem throughout your project. So this week, I want you to come up with 3 different ideas, 3 different problems, and 3 different clients. I want you to produce 3 different mind maps where you've got your idea in the middle and you can explode that idea and all the possibilities, all the different materials that can be produced with, the different places it could be used, maybe some different users that could use it, and maybe even some little concept sketches, as you can see on this mind map, of different ways it could look. The idea with producing 3 different mind maps is that at the end of the week, we, as your teachers, so if you're in my group, that would be myself and Mr. Conroy, are going to sit down with you at an arranged time, and you're going to present your 3 ideas, a bit like Dragon's Den. So you present your 3 ideas, we talk to you about them, and then we choose which idea you're going to go forward with on the following week, and for the rest of this term, and for 2 terms, of course, in year 13. So I hope that makes sense. We're going to be doing mind maps in the Dragon's Den this week. next week we're going to be looking at client interviews, and hopefully you can use this document here, you can read it and you can get some ideas from it regarding presentation and different content that these boys have used. One thing to observe is that these 2 pages, I believe, are around the wrong way. I think it should be the other way around. So that should be effectively page 2, and that should be page 3. As we go through, I think this materials research might come slightly sooner than this, but I'm sure you're clever enough and bright enough to work out what exactly you have to do. If you've got any problems, drop me a mail, humphreyjs@dulwich.org.uk, and I hope that makes sense. All right, cheers.